Hey, welcome back to the Quick Speed Shop. Last time, if you watched the last video, I was working on a Model A hot rod shop truck, trying to get that freaking shake, that death wobble, whatever it is, out of the front end. And I went and I had to pull the trigger, order some new wheels and tires for it, because I wanted to switch to these BF Goodriches. So let's take a look at what we got here. Let me free these from their binding. It's like a big unboxing video. Huzzah! Check this out. Got these from Tire Rack. BFG Radial Radial TAs. These are 155/80/15. And they're blue letters there. I'm going to run them black wall out. But they're the narrow tires I got to replace those Firestone FR 560s that were on there. They were a 165. These are a 155/80. So they're just a touch smaller. But because they're so narrow, I had them kind of on a rim that was a little bit too wide. So I had to went and buy some new rims. But these came in. Unfortunately, they're either made in USA or made in Mexico. These, unfortunately, are made in Mexico, just like my other tires were. But I think BF Goodrich is a little bit better quality tire. So hopefully these won't dry rot in 2 years like my Firestones did. But we got our new BF Goodrich tires here. Let's set these aside. Now let's open up. These should be the front wheels here. I ordered a pair of Series 62 classic steel wheels from Wheel Vintiques. I ordered them through Summit Racing, and they are like an OEM style steel wheel from, like, it's got to look like a 50s or 60s wheel, so it'll fit the style of the truck. Let's kind of see what we got here. Ooh, look at that. Nice. So these are OEM style wheel. Kind of like a shoebox Ford style wheel with the outside hubcap. They take the Ford 10 and I think half-inch hubcap. These are 15.5s. They're 5 on 4.5-inch bolt pattern, which fits my truck. I'm running Ford bolt pattern all the way around. But that's an OEM style steel wheel. These are Wheel Vintiques, like I said, brand new steel wheels. And these, I think these 15.5s are like 128 bucks, and then the rears are 15.7s. But this is a 5-inch wide wheel that will be perfect for these narrow BFGs. And I forget the specs. I think it's 3-inch backspace on here, I believe. So I got these two guys. Let me set these aside. Awesome, look at that. Bam! Now the rear, 15x7s, because I got the 235 75/15s on the back. And these I have a 4.25-inch backspace. So that'd be just a little bit 3 on the outside. But these should fit the truck just fine on the back and allow me to run my 235 tire no problem. But that's awesome. And I'm gonna paint these dark the green that I've got on the truck, on the grill and I guess some accent marks. I'm gonna paint these the same green, so it'll really tie the truck together like that. But that's awesome. All right, it's the next day. I'm out working on the wheels here. I scuffed them all up with some Scotch-Brite. The primer is super hard on here. It took a lot of Scotch-Brite to scuff them up. It must be like an epoxy or something. I've gone ahead and I just painted the inside of the wheels flat black, and I've got some green over here that matches my my truck, the Rust-Oleum green. So I'm going to go ahead and hit them up with this, flop them over. I'm just going to let it bleed through on the back here. This is just to black out the rims, mainly on the front where you'd see them through the brake rotors. But I'm going to flop these over, see what we got. Oh yeah. Sun's coming out just in time to bake them. Perfect. Gonna fog around here light. probably just take two coats because the primer, like I said, is baked on there pretty good. Pretty good. Nice. Things are gonna look mint. Alright, I'll let these dry up here in the sun. I gotta wait for my flat black to tack up. I can flop the rears and hit them all green, and then hopefully my friend is available. We'll take them over and get them mounted up here, and then we'll put them on the truck and we'll take a look. Bam! Ooh, look at how they turned out. Not gonna lie, the front wheels are perfect. The rear wheels, I ran out of Rust-Oleum green, and a while ago I usually bought the Rust-Oleum lows, quit carrying it for a while, and they had Krylon, which I tried it and it sucked, so I had to go back to Rust-Oleum. But I ran out of Rust-Oleum, so I had to like fog the center of this one with Krylon, and it's barely a different color, and it was spitting on there pretty dry because it was pretty old. So this wheel is not the best. I'll put it on the right rear. It's you know, it's good enough for the truck, but the front wheels definitely came out mint. I used the good Rust-Oleum on there, and they came out real nice, laid out real nice. So they look good anyways. I'll let them bake out here, put the heat onto them in the sun. Okay, I got the old Studebaker truck out here today, and I've got the wheels and tires thrown in the back. I'm gonna head over to my friend Brandon's house and get these mounted up and balanced, and then we'll get them on the shop truck and see how they look. This truck's been on the road for 23 years. I put it on the road in the summer of 1999. It's still not done. I don't know if it'll ever be done. I want to put an original dash in it. I built this when I was in high school. This is the dash with the VDO gauges. The odometer quit working. I built this dash, it's the original one. I made this panel, welded the glove box shut. But I've got some original dashes sandblasted that I want to put in here, the original speedometer. I'll keep these gauges in like a panel down below. But I want to put the original dash in, more resto mod. I want to paint the truck the original, like forest green, eventually. Maybe with black fenders, I'm not sure. But it needs to be stripped. I epoxy primered it over 30 years ago, and the primer got real hard out in the sun. I painted it black. The paint's peeling off the primer because it was so hard it didn't adhere to it. So it's got to have the primer stripped off and down to bare metal. Had the bodywork finished, re-prime and seal it, paint it back. Check out the Dodge over here. That's cool. And then eventually do the interior. When I started doing this truck in the 90s, I started working on it in like 93. When I was like, I don't know, like 14 years old, 13 years old, something like that. You didn't see Studebaker trucks anywhere. We started going to the Nazi show at York, Pennsylvania. You'd see like one or two. Now they're getting more popular, but back then you couldn't buy any parts for it. Now you can buy floor pans and stuff like that, fiberglass fenders. Back in the 90s, you couldn't get anything. You got to go for all original parts. Yeah, it's been. My uncle originally bought this truck in 1969. I got the Pennsylvania, came out of Pennsylvania. I got the Pennsylvania title for it back then. So that's 53 years ago. So it's been in the family. My dad got it in 75. And he gave it to me in 93. Look out, there's deer. So I've had it 30 years. So eventually it'll be done, hopefully when I get around to it. But in the meantime, we keep driving. I put over 30,000 miles on this thing since I put it together. Here are the wheels and tires. It's my friend Brandon. What's up, Brandon?
Hi.
We're going to mount them up here on this awesome mountain machine, and they got this high-dollar John Bean balancer. Check this thing out. Self-calibrating and computerized. It's just like the space age stuff the kids got these days. I love this brake machine. This is awesome too. I like the graphics on the sign. Oh, is this your run out gauge here?
What's that?
Is this the run out gauge here? This?
Oh yeah, I just got that.
That's cool. Are these the shoe grinders here?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, these are the newer ones. That's like 50s.
So you put the shoe in there and it swings an arc
Like
and
the 60s and like right at the end of the 70s. Yeah, it's got the, on there I have all the keys and things to fit and the bushings for the different size Vintiques, 9-inch, 10, 11, 12. But this one here, it's a standard arc. It's like your 44s, all that stuff, your early stuff. It just needs an arc. Because the Vintiques style is kind of unique. It's got a certain mix that's fixed in this place. So what your
want the white letters on the back side.
I'm pretty good. Yeah, here's what slips on pretty nice.
These tires are pretty small.
Okay, now we'll get the air going.
Ended up pinching the tube, had to take it back out and catch the tube.
Yeah.
It was a bummer. Big Gleason helped me. It was a chore. I couldn't get the wheel off because it's part of the hub too.
Really?
It was a chore and a half. It's a 24-inch tractor tire.
Was
had been stuck on there. It was a chore and a half.
Was it? Hmm. We're filling 32, right?
Yeah. Got it. Man,
usually I'm doing mine. You kind of get it and just keep going.
Oh, running around.
Yeah, you're in the way. Sorry.
Thanks. I'm gonna take it off. That was fun.
Yeah. There's that. There's this thing.
I think I did bring like 10 sets of these over. Be shot for the rest of the day.
I know. That'd be rough.
Here we go. Ready?
Always run out of something. I need more juice.
Hold on a minute. Get the tool. Hold on. Oh, amateur mistake. All the air was going away.
Dash.
Perfect.
Big truck.
Big truck.
Is the sticker gonna throw off your weight? Probably not.
Nope. We have to take them out to the peel back first.
Okay. Really meant for new cars.
Yeah.
Didn't reuse. Let's see, what's that Kinda nice. Don't need very much.
Yeah. Where did you get the weights?
Online. You know, somebody sells a bunch of them in different various sizes. You don't have to buy a whole box of them.
Perfect.
Front's narrow most.
Yeah. Well, I got my problem with the shape, that's why I bought the wheels and tires.
Yeah.
I'll put on the big dogs.
Yeah.
That looks better. How can that be? Oh, you gotta put the weights on.
Yeah.
That's right. Haven't bounced the other wheel yet. Don't mind me, it's first day on the job.
Right? Looking good in there.
Can't believe that took a 2 on the outside. It's gonna be there on the passenger side.
Yeah.
Look at that.
One more time.
One more time. If it fits, it ships. Zeros all across the board. Terrific. All right, bam, here it is. Installed. Check this out. These tires fit awesome. The wheels fit awesome. The back seat is perfect on the front. They fit in the fenders. They actually don't rub. I used to have a little bit of rub on my old tires. These don't rub at all when I come in the driveway. They don't shake. I took it for a cruise down the road. I don't have any shaking issues. The rear tires, like even awesomer, I ended up going to some tires I had from my Studebaker truck that I'm going to slap on in the back later. I'll take the tires that were on the back of this and I'll put them on the Studebaker. So I mounted up these Goodyears, and I didn't realize they had these super awesome like side knobbies on there, so they look real aggressive. But the wheel, since it was an inch wider than what I had on here originally, the tires are out a little bit. I got that hella flush look right here, but they don't rub because the tread will go up inside the edge here, and it doesn't have that much suspension travel. But it looks super awesome. They fit great, and the green goes with the grill now and the accents on the truck. It kind of ties it all together. Actually, I thought I was going to miss my aluminum wheels, but I love these things. I'm going to get a little bit of brush paint. I'm going to brush touch the wheel weights, paint them green, and make them disappear. But man, I think it looks dynamite with these wheels. It was super expensive, like, I don't know, like $600, which is a lot. The economy's killing me, everything being these old car parts prices. I'm trying to do all these videos, and it's like bankrupting me big time. Like, you can't afford to do everything like the big dogs, so I'm trying to pick and choose what I got to spend money on. But the truck had such a shake, it was getting really bad where it wasn't undrivable, but it was going to be breaking stuff in the front end, stress cracking the fenders and stuff. So it was worth it, worth the money. It was really cool to see Brandon's cars. He's really meticulous, and I like to joke with him, like, you're turning into an antiquer, because he's got everything like perfect. That Thunderbird is pretty much perfect, and his Fairlane's gonna be cool. That Valiant, you know, when you ever seen a little Valiant that clean here, and I really appreciate helping get the tires mounted and balanced. This thing doesn't shake at all. I'm ready for hot rod shop truck cruising action. I kind of hadn't been really driving it because of that shake, and now I can get back and drive it some more. I really like that truck. I drive it pretty much to work, use it for a commuter, and put a lot of miles on it. So I'm really happy. And thanks for sticking along in this long-winded video, but we did some cool stuff, fixed a shop truck, and saw some cool cars in the process. So stay tuned next time. We're going to do some more cool stuff. I think I'm going to try to get the 37 Ford running if you've been waiting for that. So stay tuned for that. We'll see you again. Bam, right here, doing cool stuff, hot rod action at the Quick Speed Shop.